We're back now to give you the legal edge, and joining us as always is Brian Weldon from the Sinus Dramus Law Firm. Brian, thank you. Tonight we are talking about minors and alcohol, and Brian, this can obviously be a dangerous combination. So let me start by asking, what consequences are there for adults who provide alcohol to minors?
Sure. So in our first segment, we talked about the difference between the criminal justice system and the civil justice system, and how they often overlap. When minors consume alcohol, those are frequently circumstances where we see both criminal and civil justice implications.
Okay, so let's talk about the criminal side of things.
In the case of an adult supplying a minor with alcohol, so you give them alcohol, you buy a minor alcohol, there are criminal implications. It's a misdemeanor. And so the first time that an adult buys alcohol for a minor, even if nothing bad comes of it, that person is guilty of a misdemeanor and will face up to 60 days in prison and up to a $1,000 fine. If they're caught doing it again, the penalties increase.
Wow. Okay. Just don't do it. I mean, just don't do it, because that could lead to so many different things. And I want to jump ahead a little bit. So what if, let's say, an adult buys a minor alcohol and that minor then gets into a serious crash or potentially kills somebody?
Right. If the minor is killed as the result of an adult buying alcohol, or if someone is killed as the result of an adult buying alcohol for a minor, the criminal charge becomes a felony.
Wow.
And the person can end up going to prison for up to 10 years.
Okay. What about, so we talked about the criminal, what about the civil side of things?
Sure. This is where the overlap is. So in those cases where there's criminal implications, there can also be civil implications. Michigan is one of a number of states that has something called social host liability, where if an adult supplies a minor with alcohol, they go out and hurt or kill someone, the adult who supplied the alcohol is responsible, civilly liable, for any harm that's been done to the injured person or the family of the deceased person.
What about a situation where parents allow their kids to consume alcohol at their home, but they don't supply the alcohol?
That's important. So even if a parent or an adult doesn't supply alcohol, if they allow a minor to consume alcohol at a piece of property that they own or that they rent, they're both criminally and civilly liable. It's a misdemeanor. It's a criminal offense to allow a person under the age of 21 to consume alcohol on your property.
All right, Brian Weldon from Sinus Dramus Law Firm, thank you so much for being here and giving us the legal edge.
Thanks, Siobhan.